Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having an absolute magical day, and thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. I really do appreciate it. We're mean, and we are green within today's build. This is a standard best of one mono green stompy brew. Holy Toledos, we have unlocked fight rigging to its truest potential. Within the video, we will break down the deck list strategies and synergies, showcase all of this within the gameplay footage, wrapping up with our final thoughts and deck review. So, cheers. Make sure to like the video, help support me as a creator, make sure that this content can continue to come up. It's that easy, little thumbs up. We're done. Let's move on to the deck. All right, here we are, big green, right? It's keep it simple, stupid. First and foremost, you guys, I'm sure, all know about fight rigging for 3 mana and enchantment with Hideaway 5. So as it enters play, look to the top 5. You can exile one of those cards underneath fight rigging, and then when you meet the requirement, which this is the same for all Hideaway cards, you get to cast that card for free, which is doggone goofy. In this case, we'll need a creature with power 7 or greater to do the free casting. And each of the Hideaway cards comes with an additional ability. In the fight rigging case, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature that you control. Oh my gosh, that is, just what a green deck loves. This comes back to Rangers class level 2 whenever you attack. Put a +1/+1 counter on a target attacking creature. This was oppressive, and now we get 2 of those effects. And then, Hideaway 5, what are we doing with this? Well, it's the Turntimber Symbiosis. And, while we're on the topic, the Hideaway cards work best with these module bolt lands, right? With the 3 damage if it's coming in untapped. Or, you can play it for the spell. They're all very expensive, and, that makes it great to free cast. In this case, for 7 mana at sorcery speed, and this is, free cast basically at instant speed on the stack as that resolves if it is the Hideaway card. However, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them into the battlefield. If that card has mana value 3 or less, it will enter with an additional +3/+3 counters on it, which is or 3 +1/+1 counters, I should say, and then the rest go at the bottom of our library in random order. So fairly goofy, and things that we can search for, first and foremost, is going to be the Workshop Warchief. Yeah, that's a good card, right? So, of course, the Hideaway can grab the Workshop Warchief if you're lucky enough to find it. If not, then we get to actually take a second dig through our library to try to find it again through the Turntimber Symbiosis, which is just a magical experience. Of course, you can pull other things out with that, but that's our primary goal. We have the Warchief, which creates a 4/4 Rhino. When it dies, when it enters play, it gains 3 life. So, that is 1 token. We have Ren and 7's -3 ability to create a Tree Folk. Power and toughness equal to the number of lands we control. That is another token. We have the Old Growth Troll. When it dies, enchant a land as an aura. It taps for 2 mana. You can sacrifice that land to create a 4/4 token with trample. That is another token. And finally, the Rangers class, when it enters play, create that 2/2. And the Chariot, when it enters play, create 2 2/2 tokens, all of which can be copied with the Chariot itself, which is absolutely fantastic, right? So first and foremost, it's going to be the Tree Folk tokens that we try to copy. Next up, most likely the Troll with Trample, if not just the Rhino as a 4/4. And worst case scenario, you've got the Wolf, you've got the Cat tokens as 2/2s that you can bring back into play. And even that is good, right? Just filling up the field. Getting away from kind of those core concepts of the build to the filler, the Pack Leader, 2/1, good aggro damage, plus it can grow later on in the game as we cast some of these 4 and 5 drops that we have in the build. We have the Blizzard Brawl, +1 indestructible if you have the amount of snowlands that are required, in this case 3. And then, you get to do that fight effect, which is very good, basically just acting as removal, making sure that you can now attack without having your creature die, which is really nice on creatures with trample. That +1 can also help you hit fight rigging a little bit early, which is cool. And speaking to that, we also have the Pack Leader's ability for 4, putting it to a 5/3, allowing us to hit that fight rigging a little bit early, potentially. Giving it trample as well, which is super exciting. And then Pack Tactics, if you have total power of 6 or greater attacking, draw a card. That's going to be super beneficial to the build. Playing creatures off the top through level 3 of the class. That's not too shabby either, even though some of the deck is non-creature, but again, even if you get a couple spells off the top, you're going to receive a fair amount of value through this. 3 layers of the Hydra, 2 Who Endures, just, as utility lands. One's a creature, one is, enchantment, artifact, and land, which is super helpful. What a fantastic card. That's the deck. Best of 1 brew, getting down, getting dirty. I suppose we forgot to mention the Mammoth. Poor guy. I don't mean to leave you out. Landfall 3/3, very good for the fight rigging because when a land enters play, it's going to get +2/+2. So again, the early triggering of the rigging is what we're all about here, and multiple ways to accomplish that within the build. And then, pulling out some of the most oppressive green creatures I've seen in a while, and finally getting to cast the Symbiosis and not feeling bad about having spent 7 mana to do so. Which is fantastic. So I'm really enjoying this deck, and I think we've got about 66% win rate with it in the play queue. Just having a ton of fun. We are doing our best to stay as serious as we can throughout the ranked season, right? So this makes us find the decks, tune the decks, test the decks, and then eventually, if we really, really feel confident in the build, sure, then we can take it into Mythic. And so today we're kind of testing the deck, making sure everything is working correctly, and having fairly good luck with it so far. So if you guys have any thoughts, opinions as to how we can, improve this build throughout the video, don't hesitate. Leave them down below in the comments. Thank you again all so much for your time and attention through this deck tech portion of the video. Moving on now to the gameplay. But before we do, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to slam that thumbs up button to ensure that we can continue to do this in the future. Enjoy. Alrighty. Going first, we love to see it. Start with our Snowlands. Max leader out, 2-1. Always going to help get the job done quickly. One for 2. Doomscar. Take our hit. First on the leader. Yarp. Maybe it's not a Doomscar. It's weird that they versed us and didn't just Doom. This will push up the pack leader. Down to 10. There is indeed the Doomscar. Beautiful. Control in play. Chariot hits for 4. Okay, life pass turn. Land out. Kato out.
There are many secrets I don't know, but not for long.
Kato draw and discard.
I know something you don't know.
It is what it is. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Directly impact us. At least yet. We nuke Gaidea's gift. Nice. They equip it anyways. I guess we should have waited until that was about to phase out with it. guess the question should be asked, can they afford to attack? Oh, lifegain.com.
If a fight's coming,
Okay.
I'll be on the
Or do they go
front line.
-3?
Let's do this together.
That's a big booty.com. It's extra +1s for those counters, right? That holds us back from the Blizzard Brawl. And Vigilance
There's no
from
secret
Elspeth.
I
That's
can't
very good.
uncover.
Oh. So we need another 4-drop creature off the top. That works. That works.com. Oops. Werewolf. Then Blizzard Brawl on the companion. Through the chariot. Hit for lethal. That was really close.com. Woof. Just sneaking it through. Look at that win rate, though. Ooh. My goodness. On the draw, I like the hand. Turntimber in slow. Yeah, I mean, it's unlikely that we draw another layer of the Hydra. We should be okay. Well, relative word. Leader can block the Naturalist, which I think is better than just the 2/2 Wolf here. We'll play the Mammoth, another 3/3. Nice. That's kind of what I was worried about. No! Is what it is. Oh, wow. Okay. This is bad.com. Mammoth is a go. Probably next turn is a Rangers class. Turn after that's a War Chief. That's really, really, really good for them. They're going to copy it with the Weaver. Wow. I can't take 11 damage. It's far too many damage points. Let's just dump into the class right now. Again, hopefully we can block this without them taking our blocker away through an exile or something. Or grabbing trample. Still 3 mana up. Oh my lord. Just keep slow rolling them. Grab the life back to 20. I mean, they're at 41. Wow. It would appear we have some work to do. That's amazing. Wow. We're in trouble.com.
They prepare for war.
Okay, I mean, it can block Catilda. I'd rather it not, and we push it to 7 next turn, but... At the end of the day, we need to survive. And they could have more exile. No! Good one. Good play, good play, good play, good play. I like it. That's fantastic. Ouch. Yeah. This is out of control.
And the leaves fall like tears.
I mean, maybe the Harmony Weaver is good too. $53 life, they just take the damage, then they hit us for lethal. I mean, we can block, of course, with 1-1, but does it really matter? I think we lose anyways. On the draw, I mean, fight rigging in hand is just cool, right? I'm going to keep that every single time out of every single time. Might keep that Turntimber over to the side, though, because with 4 land already in our hand, shouldn't be too big of a problem getting more land. And we do here. Staring down this Luminarch, I don't appreciate with the Cavalier. Very competitive build. Looks like we're going to get shut down here. They didn't have their turn 1, which they typically like to have within the initiate. Just too slow here for us. We don't get the Turntimber with the rigging. No Rhino, no Ren 7. Just a measly troll. Going first is a little slow, but that turn 3 is nice, so we'll keep it. We'll keep it. 2 Symbioses we'll surely never need both of, so... Just sneak that into play, and I might even just squeeze this in as well. I might regret this later, but it is what it is. Typically, we like those in the library to snag with our hideaway from fight rigging. People love this Boros deck, huh? People love this Boros deck. The Cathar's hot here. Dang, doggy. Woof, woof. 2 kitties, please. Ren and 7. Copy the token that we make from Ren with the chariot. Should be okay, I guess, maybe. Hopefully. Oh, you know it, bud. Kitty1, kitty2.com. Now it forces a card out of their hand, whether it's a Valorous Stance, you know, like a Play with Fire, I guess. ValoروusStance.com. They would have gotten them both anyways. Maybe they should have saved it to remove our kitty cat. Right, so this is the engine, right? The 2/2/2s were just whatever. But I guess for them it was about saving their Luminarch Aspirant, right? Nice, brah. Double Brutal Cathar. Everything's fine, don't panic. Losing Ren, down to 12.
They are wilting.
Mammoth out. Land on top. Hit for 10. Oh, thanks for the 6/6 chariot. And then boom, Old Growth Troll as well. That's a lot of meat in the seats, baby. We're sold out. Good game. I was a little nervous there. I was like, wow, this Boros deck again? But we squeeze out the win here. Opponent goes first, but I love the hand. Good looking hand. The Mammoth will be our fight rigging target, I believe. We could also do the Werewolf. Well, no, on 4. Well, actually, yes. We could use the Werewolf ability for a quick trigger of the rigging. Potentially, if we get a matchup here or not. Here we are. Let's go. -o. The thing is, we'll need that 4th land. Really? Freaking Brutal Cathar. Driving me nuts. Might actually Mammoth is a land, to be honest, if we can't get going with another land drop here. Ooh, that's really nice. No attacks, though. That would seem silly. Let's take a chariot. Play the Mammoth. Next turn we have a Ren. What if they have another Exile? But I can't let them just attack. 3 cards in their hand. They have the Barons. Luminarch is very good, pushing up on the Intrepid. And then the Archon. Wow. You dirty dog. That's very good. Very, very, very good. Freechariot.com.
Symbiotes can fight their own battles.
Soon. I like the reach. And I'm gonna slam. We have to get this show on the road. That's what my dad always used to say. Wow, main phase, Wandering Emperor.
Finally, I'm home.
That's incredibly interesting. Do they just minus on the troll? No, they do not.
Strike fast and strike hard.
First strike. Big hit with first strike here. Okay. Makes sense to me. Never mind. I guess we're all allowed to be confused. I would put that on like a 6-7 first strike. Check this out. Take the Archon. Then we can cast again. See what we get. Turntimber. And exactly what we want. Goldroskis. Right there.
Mighty forests.
Literally not a single land. Cast the Turntimber. Oh, really? That's bad. I guess we'll grab a Mammoth. And then here's the Chariot, which is really good. Thanks for the cats.com. Hello, good game. Mono white. You're out of here. So, fight rigging with the Turntimber Symbiosis. It's so good. Like, even when it's bad, it's pretty good. Like, this 6/6 becomes an 8/8 when we play a land. Alrighty, let's let it rip. Forced out. Just go right for it. Get that class out in case there is an exile. We still have relative value by leaving the class in play. Vitrucio, huh? Let's put the body in play. No attacks. I'm going to be a little bit careful here in case they do have removal. Okay. So far, not great. Ooh, so far really bad. Okay, this is still a match somehow. The vigilance is what hurts me most. I guess just hopefully there's no trample. Just blocking 8 damage I think is pretty good. And this is pretty good as well, because we can just repeat that process. Attacks. Alrighty, so we're okay. 2 pack leaders facing down a gabillion damage. Has trample on it, so we let it through. HolyToledos.com. A land, that'll do. Hello? Am I okay? Like, am I not allowed to play anything? What's going on here? I mean, I guess, that's some good defensive posture, at least. Oh, wow. Angel Fire Vitruzio. How have I not done that? How have I not done that? A rogue, huh? A human rogue. That's so much damage.com. Wow. I don't even know if we survive here. We do. Wow, look at us go. 1 life left. 1 life left to live. Lord have mercy on my soul. Let's take a plus.
We can foster.
Oh, we really would have liked that Blizzard Brawl, maybe. Kind of, sort of. This is the only way we survive. And if they don't get trample or removal, or an additional land to attack with the cave. Or just buff the whole team up. Nice. It's one way to do it, eh? Righteous Valkyrie just for the buff. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's very cool. Well, alrighty then. Getting bullied a couple times there. Maybe a rebuke could be cool as we think of ways to improve the deck. Instant speed removal, rebuke, potentially the inscription could be pretty cool because, you know, it's nice to interact with your opponent's removal. Things like this, it just gives you an additional layer. Potentially a Timeo safekeeping for indestructible is an option as well. However, I do think the core concept of the deck is performing very, very nicely. I would just like to see a little bit of additional interaction within the build before we kind of take it to that next level and try in the top 100 Mythic. But for now, you know, what goes to incorporate more instant speed interaction? Well, it could be the Rangers class down to 2. It could be the Mammoth down to 3. This opens up 2 spots. Lord, dare I say it, it could be the Fight Rigging down to 3, but I'm not entirely sure on that. And that would give us 3 spots? What do you all think? I would love to know. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments as to how we can make this deck a little bit more interactive throughout our matches. You know, are there any cards other than Timeo Safekeeping or the Rebuke that we should be taking, or the Inscription, right? I'd love to hear. Thanks again for your time and attention. We will get down and dirty here. The Alchemy event has come out. Definitely check that out if you haven't done it. You can also draft the new set. And again, I just wanted to make some content within Standard because I know that these new cards are very expensive. And, you know, maybe I don't want to spend all my wild cards on Alchemy, right? So we're still really doing our best to focus primarily on Standard. I have a ton of new decks to showcase to you guys in the coming days, which again is super exciting. Really looking forward to that. So make sure to slam that thumbs up button. Help support the channel. You know, if you're not yet subscribed, that helps also. Like I say, the comments, the interaction in general is fantastic. But what I really need, if we can do one thing together cooperatively today, it's that I wish that you have a magical day. Can you do that for me? Yeah? Cool. Thank you so much. Cheers. We'll see you soon in the next.